another day and another book. I'm excited to be reading to you. Today is a very kind of windy, cooler day. I thought it was going to be sunny and warm like it was a couple of days ago, but nope. So it's probably the best day to read a book, huh? Or listen to a book. So Calvin in Rome, and Nila and Kaya, and Easton and Raylan, and everyone out there, Viv and Blue and Cassis and Nona, and anyone else who wants to be mentioned here. I would be glad to mention your name here, include you in this. Sit back and enjoy and let your imagination go. Toot and Puddle, Charming Opal by Holly Hobby. Toot and Puddle, Charming Opal by Holly Hobby. Cute. For Jocelyn. Welcome, Opal. Is that balloon? In July, Puddle's little cousin, Opal, came to Woodcock Pocket for a holiday. She took a train, looks like. On her first day, Toot and Puddle took Opal for a long walk in the sparkling woods. The three of them played with her new purple ball. She smelled every flower in Puddle's garden. That evening, they had a cookout with corn on the cob and watermelon. They looked tired. When Puddle was tucking Opal into bed, she said, "I love to come to Woodcock Pocket." "We love you having you here," said Puddle. He added, "It looks like you're going to lose that tooth pretty soon." "I know," Opal said proudly. "I can hardly wait." Look at her little tooth. At breakfast, Opal said, "Look, Toot, my tooth is so wobbly." "Would you like me to help it come out?" Toot asked. Opal said, "I want it to come out all by myself." I've heard that before. They picked big, beautiful strawberries in the morning. "I don't think that tooth can get any looser, Opal," Puddle said. "It might fall out today," Opal said, laughing, "right during my vacation at Woodcock Pocket." In the afternoon, they set off for Pocket Pond. "Last one in is a rotten egg," Toot called, somersaulting into the water. Puddle made sure Opal went second. That swing, rope swing, how pretty. She's holding her nose. Actually, she's sticking her fingers in her nostrils. All at once, Puddle noticed that Opal looked slightly different. "Holy moly," he said, "your tooth!" Yes, Opal's loose tooth had fallen out at last. "But where is it?" Opal asked, looking anxiously at the ground. She was bravely trying not to cry. "Why are you upset?" Puddle asked. "You've been hoping for your tooth to come out." "But where is it?" Opal repeated. "I have to put it under my pillow tonight." "You do?" asked Toot. "So the tooth fairy will come," she explained. "I see," said Puddle. "Well, we'll have to find that loose tooth." "That lost tooth," Toot said. That was funny. They searched everywhere, along the path and back at the house and all around the pond, but Opal's tooth seemed to have vanished. "It must have come out while you were in the water," Puddle decided. "Then it's gone forever," his little cousin said sadly. "Oh." "Maybe not," shouted Toot. Lo and behold, on his third dive, Toot spotted Opal's white tooth in the sandy bottom of Pocket Pond. Ta-da. Wow, that's amazing. As Puddle tucked his little cousin into bed that night, she carefully placed her tooth under her pillow. "Now the tooth fairy will come while I'm at Woodcock Pocket," she said, "just as I'd hoped." "Sweet dreams," said Puddle. Tooth fairy. But he was worried. "What's the matter, Puds?" Toot asked. "Do you think the Tooth Fairy comes to Woodcock Pocket?" "I'm not sure," Toot said. "Maybe. But what if she doesn't? Opal will be so unhappy." Puddle devised a plan. They would stay awake and make sure the Tooth Fairy visited Opal's bedroom. And if she didn't come to collect the precious tooth and leave a shiny new quarter in its place, Puddle would do the task himself. "I'll be the Tooth Fairy," he declared. "How do you be the Tooth Fairy?" Toot asked. Looking at teeth. An hour later, Puddle returned to the living room. "I am the Tooth Fairy," he announced. "Am I believable?" "Quite believable," Toot told him. "Now let's turn out the lights and wait for the Tooth Fairy to arrive," Puddle said. What do we have on? Oh, it's the shower curtain. And hangers. Clever. "Oh no," said Puddle. "We both fell asleep." "Did you hear anything during the night?" Toot asked. "Not a sound," Puddle said. "It's too late for me to be the Tooth Fairy." They heard Opal calling them from the other room. "I'm afraid it's too late," said Toot. Toot and Puddle stepped nervously into the guest bedroom. "Good morning, Opal," they said together. "I was thinking," Puddle began, "if the Tooth Fairy didn't come, it's because she didn't know exactly where Woodcock Pocket was, after all." "And I was thinking," said Toot, "if the Tooth Fairy didn't come, it would be just as nice to keep that wonderful tooth of yours for yourself." "But guess what?" Opal said. "The Tooth Fairy did come." Grinning happily, she held out a shiny new quarter for Toot and Puddle to see. Ta-da! See the space in her tooth? She got a quarter from the Tooth Fairy! Woohoo! Toot and Puddle, Charming Opal by Holly Hobby. That was sweet. I remember so many teeth falling out, my kids' mouths and my mouth. I remember losing them sometimes or swallowing them and taking a bite of an apple and then swallowing the tooth. I remember once when Gus had a loose tooth and he was playing with his friend, and his friend somehow kicked him in his mouth, and his tooth flew right out of his mouth. Crazy. Loose teeth. Something to be said about loose teeth. Don't worry, every tooth has its time and every person is different. So if your friends are losing teeth when you're not, don't worry about it, because everybody, like I said, has their time. Every tooth will come out and then you'll get your grown-up teeth. Well, I enjoyed that book. I hope you did too. And I'll see you next time. Love you.